guys, how we doing? I actually made this entire video before and my phone went flat and I didn't know. So this is the second time today, but I just figure it will be better than the first time. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play I'm a Little Teapot in the style of Chet Atkins. I was going to say by, but I don't know who wrote I'm a Little Teapot. If anyone does, maybe you could pop it in the comments. Before we get into the lesson, I just want to let you know that the transcription for this will be available on my Patreon, as will the next lesson where I evolve this lesson slightly. So why have I decided to do a nursery rhyme in a Chet Atkins style? Is it because I have a child now? You know, am I just going a little bit crazy? No. Okay. The reason is they're familiar. Nursery rhymes are familiar, and there's not really any better way to learn something than using something that's already familiar. I always like to think of that with students that come in that have maybe had lessons before for a long time, or maybe they want to get into learning some theory. I try to work with what they already do know, okay? Let's work with what you know and build on that, and that's kind of the point of doing this. We're taking a tune that you know, and we're going to build on it, okay, with the Chet Atkins style, with something that may be unfamiliar or you may find difficult. So, a quick introduction to, I guess, some of the bits and pieces that you're going to be needing to know before we play the Chet Atkins thing. You don't need a thumb pick, okay? You could use a flat pick. I'll just grab one here, and we can, use our pinky, second and third finger. I don't know why they call it a pinky because it's no pinker than the other fingers, really. I'll leave that mystery with you. So second finger, third finger, pinky, and then we can sort of use the pick like that. So if we're... And you can even float your second around and use your third. There's options, okay? So if you have your own way of doing it, I'm okay with it. I'm not going to find you and punish you for doing that. But if you want to get used to using a thumb pick, use a thumb pick. So using a thumb pick, what I do is I tend to cover anything on the 6th, 5th or 4th string with the thumb pick, and I like to rest first, second and third finger on those strings. Make sure you're not too side on because your fingers kind of won't really grip the string at all. We don't need to be too this way either, somewhere in the middle. And when we pluck the strings, we literally just kind of... You're not pulling directly this way, okay? You're actually kind of lifting your finger up. Or when I'm just pulling the finger upwards ever so slightly, curling the finger. And then to get that muted sound as well, we want to drop our right hand down onto the bridge, roll over and settle there. If we're too muted, we need to move to our right, screen left, as you can see. If you're a left-hand guitar player, you need to reverse this. If it's sounding ringy and no muting, then you need to bring your palm this way slightly, okay? Those little details for you to probably play around with and get comfortable with. Check out my video on Travis/Chet picking tutorial. I go through a lot of the fundamentals of this that will be quite helpful. Now, let's begin the lesson. Before we do, consider joining the Patreon, okay, because that helps me make these videos. Our most valuable asset is time, and I put a lot of time into these, and hopefully you're saving a lot of time. So if you'd like to contribute, the Patreon's there for that. You also get access to the transcriptions and bonus content. But if you don't want to do that, and you're just a YouTube watcher and subscriber, that's also fantastic. Just maybe make sure you are subscribed, leave a comment, etc. So first thing with the song, we start with a G type chord. We're picking the 6th string and the 3rd string together like this. That's our first note, okay? So then the next thing we do is we pick the 4th string open and the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Leave your 3rd finger where it is, okay? That can stay there. So 4th string open, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, okay? Then we come back to the 6th string and we pick the 6th string and the 2nd string together. And then we bring the thumb to the 4th string and we put the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And that is our first bar. If you're expecting me to teach you the melody first, then add the bass line, you would be expecting me to teach you to try and do two things at once. Now, you're probably thinking, but that's what the Chet Atkins style is. Yes, but I don't like to think of it that way. I prefer to construct it together, and everything's just one thing. Your brain can understand doing these two notes together as one event. So we put everything together as single events, and it all just becomes a single event. Down the track, you will develop independence. It just takes time, and learning, say, 5 Chet Atkins style tunes, or at least simple iterations of that, and then composing some of your own is how you will develop independence. It's not going to happen overnight, but that's honestly the way that you would do that. So let's go through that first bar again. Okay, so this is the beginning of the second bar. We pick the 6th string and 2nd string together. Okay, then we use the thumb pick on the 4th string open. You can see my pinky's on the 3rd fret over there on the 2nd string. Then we play the 6th string and the 1st string together, like that. And then the thumb picks the 4th string. So those 2 bars together. So at this point, we're just pinching 2 strings at a time, or we might be picking 1 string by itself. Not too complex, okay? And nothing too hard with the left hand at this point. Okay, again, more reasons why I feel like this is a great way to start learning that Chet Atkins style. So bar 3, we change to the C chord now. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, open on the 3rd, and 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the, on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. We don't necessarily need that, but you're probably more comfortable just playing a C chord because you've probably done a C chord before. Okay, pick the 5th string and the 1st string together. Drive the thumb through the 4th string, and then we bring the 3rd finger to the 6th string. This is a little tricky because it's alternating within the chord. Pinky goes on the 1st string, 3rd fret, pinch together. Thumb goes to the 4th string. So that bar again. Thumb on the 4th. Bring the 3rd finger across, bring the pinky down, pinch. Play the 4th string just like that, okay? And then we're playing a G chord now, so this is bar 4. Okay, so 3rd fret and 3rd fret, pinch together. I'm just going to do that one again. A little bit out of tune, I can tell, but that's okay, we'll persevere. Thumb goes to the 4th string. We play the 6th string again. We play the 4th string again. Alright, next bar, bar 5, we go to a C chord again. Pinch the 5th and 2nd together. Whilst holding a C chord, nothing fancy with the left hand, just a regular C chord. Thumb goes to the 4th string on its own. We come back to the 6th string, bring the 3rd finger over, just like that. So we alternate, pinch the 2nd string at the same time. Play the 4th string and 2nd string together, just like that. Bar 6, we play the 6th string and 2nd string together. We're open now on that 2nd string. Thumb on the 4th, 6th and 3rd together. 4th string on its own. 2nd fret and 2nd fret. 2nd fret on the 6th string now. This is how I play the D chord. 2nd fret on the 6th string and 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Here and here. Pinch those together. Thumb goes to the 4th string on its own. Pinch the 6th and 2nd again. 1st finger pulls that 3rd string again, just like that. Oh, I should have hit the 4th string with that, so that bar should go. Okay, so it's a pinch on the middle 2 strings, and then tuning's doing my head in. 6th string and 3rd string together, and just keep rolling that bass line. Okay, so I'm gonna play that whole thing for you because it basically just repeats with a slightly different ending. Okay, so I streamed through all that very steadily, and it might be difficult for you to get the context, but if you break that down as I teach it to you, work through, it should hopefully sound something like this. I'm going to play it nice and slow for you right now. Get the palm muting in a little. Made a mistake, sorry. I'm going to do this again. So I should have played. We'll keep going. Okay, a little quicker now. Okay, next part. All the same. You've already learnt it. Here it's different. Okay, so from when I said here it's different, what we have to do there is go... so I should explain where that's actually from. Once we've played the C chord the first time and come back to the G, now we get the final part. So we play 6th string and 1st string, so just like that. Pinky's on the 3rd fret over here, so let's do that again. Do the thumb on the 4th string on its own, thumb on the 6th string on its own. When we return here, we play the open 1st string with the 4th string. We return to the 6th string, we pluck the 2nd string with the pinky down on the 3rd fret, 4th string on its own, 6th and 2nd with the 1st fret, just like that. Thumb on its own on the 4th string. Then we play my D chord, my version of a D chord here. Open on the 2nd string, and we pluck the 6th string together. Go to the 4th string, and then 6th and 3rd. Thumb on the 4th string, and then 6th string and 3rd string whilst playing the G chord. And that's the whole thing. So now let me just one more time, nice slow speed, play that whole last section. So every note of the melody is lined up with a thumb strike in this particular version, and that is the easiest way I can introduce Chet picking to you, without it being something really simple and boring or just an exercise, which I've already done that. That's on YouTube. You can check it out, as I mentioned before. It's had over 200,000 plays, which is really cool. Hopefully this one's the same. Now, next lesson, let me tell you very quickly. So for next lesson, I want to introduce you guys to playing in between the bass notes, which involves quavers. These are all what we call crotchets, or I believe the American expression is quarter notes. Here, the English or Australian thing, they got called crotchets and quavers. And so crotchets being 1, 2, 3, 4, quavers being 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So for next lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play This Old Man. Actually, I can't remember how to play it. So yeah, so that little bum bum bum, these little bits there are a little trickier because we have to fit them in between the bass notes. So that's what we're going to look at next lesson. Stick around for that. If you become a member of the Patreon, you can get the transcription for that. If you're not, I'm going to teach it to you very carefully and clearly anyhow. I'm going to try to anyway. So hang around and keep an eye out. Hit that bell so you know when I'm actually releasing a video, because as you know, YouTube probably don't really let you know that well when I've put a video out. Yeah, and it would be really helpful if they did. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.